Okay, YouTubers, this is the Angryprepper. Thank you for watching. So, today's video, we're going to talk about, is there a cyber attack coming? Or is it more nonsense being spread? So, guys, for a lot of you that know, Christopher Wray was in front of a committee of some kind, and he stated that there is a legion of Chinese hackers ready to attack the United States cyber-wise. And that there was going to be this grand cyber attack, or could be a grand cyber attack. Sorry. Now, I find it to be more nonsense than not, because for the last 5 years or so, about every year, he's been saying, or others have been saying, that there is going to be a cyber attack soon. Well, we are 5 years down the road from, I guess, the first time I heard of the impending cyber attack here in the United States, and it hasn't happened. With that, they just recently found out, I'm not sure if they recently found this out or they knew, but in the article they recently found out that there are 50 Chinese cyber agents versus one. So for every, I don't know how many they have, there's 50 agents, 50 cyber agents versus our one FBI cyber agents. And I'm like, all right, so there's a 50-1. Why wouldn't they have attacked a long time ago? Why are they waiting till their numbers get that high? Are our cyber attack preventative measures that good? Or is it just more BS that the FBI is spreading? Because, again, guys, the Chinese, supposedly, and according to him about a year or two ago, he says that they are really good, in some cases better than our own cyber attack guys. I don't even know what to call them. Computer nerds? Whatever it is. Anyway, so he says that they're better than that. Now, it was about a year or two ago. So now, a few years later, they have 50-1. And that if they were to attack us cyber-wise, we would absolutely lose. But again, we would have lost years ago because they're that good. But now there's 50 of them versus our one, the 50-1 ratio, sorry. And they're taking their time attacking us. Why? I don't buy anything. I know a lot of you don't like Christopher Wray. I don't trust the man as far as you could throw him, because he seems to be bringing up shit that is never going to happen, or least likely to happen. And though the Chinese don't like us, they want to take over America, they absolutely could be cyber attacking us now. But why are they waiting? Why is it he's warning us? Cyber attacks, guys, come unbeknownst to anyone. There's no scheduled time to it. Guys sit in front of the computer, the cyber nerds, they sit in front of the computer and they cyber attack. They don't sit there and go, you know what? February 14th, Valentine's Day, we're going to cyber attack. They don't do that. They just go. They just have at it. So what's taking them so long to attack us? Now, some people will argue because we are the Chinese #1 customer, if you will, with all the imports they bring here into this country, that they don't want to cut their nose off to spite their face. And I get that. But this guy, Christopher Wray, keeps warning us about all of these, like he warned us about UFO attacks and how we don't have the technology to fight against an alien invasion, giving us heads ups about certain things. And I'm like, are they preparing us mentally for something, or are they going to deploy something and then blame aliens or the Chinese? Now, of course, if something starts breaking down here within our infrastructure, they're most likely going to blame the Chinese and or the Russians, because they also warned us about the Russians and their cyber attack capabilities being not better than us, but slightly better. And I thought that was weird. And now the Chinese outnumber us 50-1, and he's warning us about that. What are they waiting for? If they are looking to attack, and you're looking to attack your enemy, what are they waiting for? So a lot of this shit he's saying makes zero sense. I mean, maybe to the public or people who are not paying attention to the bullshit, maybe they'll buy into it, but I'm not buying any of this shit at all. Now, according to Christopher Wray, yet again, he says that if and when they attack, they're going to attack the obvious, right? The water treatment, the electrical grid, the gas and or natural gas pipeline, and transportation systems. Now, the transportation systems, I thought that was a new one, because when he mentioned cyber attacks before, he mentioned the natural gas, the electric system, the power grid, sorry, and all of that stuff. He never mentioned the transportation system until recently. So when I saw that in this article, to me, that was a red flag. Because I'm like, wait a second. Either the Chinese figured out how to attack our transportation system, or this is something that the FBI added to their repertoire of shit that they can attack, and then again blame the Chinese. When it comes to cyber attacks, guys, the problem is we'll never know the truth. Because if it happens, they could blame the Chinese. If it happens, they could blame the Russians. We'll never know whether the Russians, Chinese, or the United States did it. That's the one thing about it, unless it's like an inside source. Now, of course, guys, upon all of this information, a lot of us just watched a movie called Leave the World Behind, where the infrastructure and the electrical grid system pretty much crashed because of a cyber attack. At least that's what you're led to believe in the movie. And that we're led to believe that it was an outside entity, though it could very well be within our own country setting this off to crumble and completely destroy this country after all. Now, a lot of you are paying attention to what this current administration, the Biden administration, is doing to this country as far as completely destroying it, letting illegals in, giving money to other countries where it doesn't belong, giving illegal immigrants money when they come here so they have spending money. And I'm like, these people are going out of their way to completely destroy this country. Who's to say, who's to say, that we don't set this off, the United States sets off this cyber attack to completely crush this country in time for the election. In time for when Donald Trump wins, he inherits a shithole. Because that's essentially what's going to happen in this country if we ever have a cyber attack to that scale. It's going to turn into one giant shithole. Hell, we'll be a third world country inside of days, if not hours. So a lot of these things that are being said, a lot of this thing that Christopher Wray is saying, and Christopher Wray is a Biden administration lackey. He loves that dick. He loves that Biden dick. I can absolutely see a cyber attack happening within the year so that when, again, Trump wins, he inherits a shithole. Because that's the only thing that's making sense now. Collapse this country, destroy this country, because you can't beat the man. You might as well give him fucking something else to worry about and definitely work with, which is trying to rebuild this country back, because you crashed the entire system of this country. Everything, from electrical grid to the transportation system. Anyway, guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching.